Imagine this: a day without the constant tick-tock of the clock in your mind. No rushing to meet deadlines, no anxiety over the next task, and no regret for moments already gone. Instead, there's calm, a sense of being completely present, fully alive in the here and now. What if I told you that this kind of peace is within your reach, even in the busiest of lives? Time often feels like a relentless force, doesn't it? It pulls us forward, pushes us back, and leaves us feeling like there's never enough of it. But today, I want to invite you to explore an alternative, a way to step off that treadmill and reconnect with your inner peace. Welcome to the Dharma Blossom, where we explore ways to bring timeless wisdom into our everyday lives. In this video, we're not just going to talk about mindfulness. We're going to experience it together through a 10-minute guided meditation. But here's what makes this journey even more special. I'll share personal moments where time disappeared for me, moments that taught me profound lessons about life, presence, and joy. This isn't just about learning to breathe more deeply or sitting still. It's about discovering how timelessness can transform your life. At the Dharma Blossom, we believe that mindfulness isn't just a practice, it's a way of living, healing, and rediscovering the beauty of each moment. Along the way, I'll share stories that might remind you of your own forgotten joys and offer insights that inspire you to slow down and live fully. So, are you ready to take this journey with me? Let's begin. Mindfulness begins with the simplest and most accessible tool we have: the breath. It's always there, steady, constant, and grounding. By simply observing each inhale and exhale, you can gently draw yourself into the present moment. This practice is the foundation of mindfulness and serves as a doorway into true presence. Over the years, meditation has been my compass during life's most turbulent moments. I vividly recall a time when I faced a decision so complex that I felt utterly paralyzed. My mind was a whirlwind of what-ifs, and the weight of uncertainty felt unbearable. Instead of trying to fix everything in my mind, I turned to my breath. Each inhale felt like a steadying hand, and each exhale, a gentle release of tension. With every passing breath, the chaos began to settle. My problems didn't disappear, but they became clearer and more approachable. The breath became my anchor in the storm, keeping me steady when the waves of life threatened to overwhelm me. This experience taught me a valuable lesson. Mindfulness doesn't eliminate challenges, but it equips us to face them with clarity and calm. Let's take this journey together. Start by finding a comfortable position, either sitting on a cushion or a chair. Place your hands gently in your lap, and allow your back to be tall but relaxed, like the trunk of a tree firmly rooted in the earth. Now, close your eyes. Feel the gentle pull of gravity grounding you. Notice the connection between your body and the surface beneath you, as if the earth itself is holding you steady and safe. Take a deep breath in through your nose, feeling your lungs expand completely. Hold it for a moment. Now, slowly exhale through your mouth, releasing all tension. Let's do this again. Inhale deeply, allowing your chest and belly to rise, then exhale slowly, letting everything soften. From here, let your breath return to its natural rhythm. Don't force it or try to control it. Simply observe. Notice the air as it enters through your nose and exits gently. Feel the rise and fall of your chest or the subtle movement in your belly. If your mind starts to wander, it's okay. Minds are designed to think, to plan, to worry. When this happens, gently guide your attention back to your breath. With patience, let each inhale and exhale bring you back to the present moment. I once met a sailor who spent decades navigating the unpredictable seas. He shared something with me that I'll never forget. When a storm hits, you don't fight the waves, you drop anchor and wait for the storm to pass. That metaphor stuck with me. Life often feels like an unpredictable sea, full of highs and lows, storms and calms. But mindfulness, and the breath specifically, is our anchor. It doesn't stop the storm, but it keeps us steady amidst the chaos. As you sit here breathing, remind yourself of this: your breath is your anchor. It's your safe harbor in a world that often feels overwhelming. Take a few moments now to simply breathe, without judgment or expectation. There's no need to do anything or fix anything. Just breathe. Each inhale is a fresh beginning, and each exhale is a letting go. Remember, this simple act of observing your breath is a powerful tool, always available to you, no matter where you are or what you're facing. Anytime life feels overwhelming, return to this practice. Let's continue together, deepening our connection to the present moment and discovering the power of stillness in every breath. As we continue this journey, still anchored by the steady rhythm of your breath, let's explore what it means to let go of time. The breath grounds us in the present moment, but our minds often resist staying here. They tend to drift, reliving the past or projecting into the future. You might find yourself replaying a conversation from yesterday or worrying about tomorrow's challenges. This tendency is natural, but it pulls us away from joy. Mindfulness offers a gentle alternative, the chance to release these distractions and simply exist. When we let go of the past and the future, we create space for the richness of now. Imagine what life might feel like if, even for a few moments, you could release the weight of time. It's not about forgetting responsibilities or ignoring reality, it's about finding freedom in presence. This reminds me of a carpenter I met during a trip to a small mountain village. He was a quiet man, known for crafting the most exquisite furniture. One day, as he worked on a single chair, I asked him how long it had taken. He paused, smiled softly, and said, "I don't measure time that way. Time disappears when you're in the flow." At first, his words puzzled me. How could time disappear? But as I watched him work, I began to understand. His focus was so deep, his movements so intentional, that hours seemed to pass unnoticed. He wasn't rushing or striving to finish. Instead, he was fully immersed in the process, letting the act of creation guide him. Reflecting on this, I realized how rare and precious those moments are, moments when we lose ourselves in something we love. Writing, painting, playing an instrument, or even gardening, they're not just activities. They're gateways to timelessness, to pure presence. And when we're in that state, life feels fuller, more vibrant. Now, I'd like to invite you to reflect on your own life. Think back to a time when you were so absorbed in something you loved that hours felt like minutes. Maybe it was a childhood hobby, like drawing or building with blocks. Maybe it was reading a book that transported you to another world or spending an afternoon laughing with friends. Whatever it was, hold that memory in your mind. How did it feel to be so fully present? So free from the weight of time? Now, here's the challenge. Can you recreate that experience in your daily life? Could you carve out even 10 minutes a day to do something that makes time disappear? It doesn't have to be grand or elaborate. It could be as simple as sketching in a notebook, dancing to your favorite song, or tending to a small corner of your garden. The key is to find something that brings you joy and allows you to fully immerse yourself. As we move forward, I invite you to carry this idea with you. Letting go of time isn't about ignoring life's demands, it's about embracing life more fully. When we stop chasing the clock and start living in the flow of the present moment, we unlock a deeper sense of peace and purpose. And now, let's explore how these timeless moments can teach us to live more joyfully, guided by ancient wisdom and everyday insights. As we continue this journey of presence and reflection, let's dive into something truly profound: the magic of timelessness. Joseph Campbell once posed a question that resonates deeply with the essence of mindfulness. What did you do as a child that created timelessness? Think about it. As children, we often lost ourselves in play, creativity, or simple moments of wonder. Time didn't matter. It wasn't a source of stress or pressure, it simply melted away as we engaged fully with the world around us. Living timelessly isn't just about mindfulness or meditation, it's about rediscovering those sparks of joy and purpose. It's about identifying the things that make us feel truly alive and allowing ourselves to immerse in them fully, without being tethered to the ticking clock. I have a dear friend who experienced profound burnout a few years ago. She had been working relentlessly, juggling demanding projects with little time for herself. Eventually, the exhaustion caught up with her, leaving her feeling disconnected and empty. One day, on a whim, she picked up a packet of flower seeds and planted them in her backyard. At first, it was simply an escape, a quiet distraction from her overwhelming life. But over time, gardening became something much more for her. As she dug her hands into the soil, watered the plants, and watched them grow, she found herself slipping into a meditative state. Hours would pass unnoticed as she tended to her small patch of earth. She later told me, "When I'm in the garden, I feel like I'm part of something bigger. It's not just about growing flowers, it's about reconnecting with myself and the world around me." Gardening, for her, became a timeless practice, a way to slow down, breathe, and rediscover joy. It taught her that stepping away from the rush of daily life doesn't mean we're unproductive, it means we're giving ourselves space to heal and grow. Timeless activities, whether it's gardening, painting, writing, or simply daydreaming, remind us of an essential truth: the clock doesn't dictate our happiness, we do. When we allow ourselves to engage fully in activities that nourish our souls, we reclaim our time and redefine what it means to live meaningfully. These moments of timelessness aren't just escapes, they're opportunities to align with our truest selves. Here's where the magic happens. When we embrace timelessness, our perspective shifts. Life begins to feel less like a series of tasks to complete and more like a collection of experiences to savor. Think about it. When was the last time you truly lost track of time because you were so immersed in something you loved? That feeling of flow, of being completely present and engaged, is a reminder of what life can be. Living timelessly isn't about abandoning responsibilities, it's about bringing more presence, intention, and joy into the moments that matter most. It's about stepping out of the relentless chase for more and finding contentment in what already is. As we near the end of this session, I invite you to ask yourself, what activities bring me joy? When do I feel most alive and connected to the world? How can I bring more of those timeless moments into my daily life? The answers to these questions hold the key to a more fulfilling existence, one where the magic of timelessness becomes a part of your everyday experience. Now that we've explored the essence and magic of timelessness, let's reflect on the lessons we've uncovered and how we can carry them forward. Together, let's embrace this new way of living, not bound by time, but enriched by presence and purpose. Thank you for joining me today on the Dharma Blossom, where we uncover the wisdom of mindfulness and timelessness to enrich our lives. As we close this session, let's reflect on the key lesson from our journey together. The most beautiful moments in life are often the ones where time seems to disappear, when we are fully present, unburdened by the past and unworried about the future. These moments of timelessness are not only refreshing, they remind us of what truly matters. By letting go of the constant ticking of the clock, we create the space to fully experience life as it unfolds. I have a simple challenge for you. Take 10 minutes today to pause everything. Whether you focus on your breath, lose yourself in a creative activity, or simply sit in stillness, make those 10 minutes entirely yours. Embrace the gift of the present moment, and notice how it feels to let go of time, even if just for a little while. If this practice resonates with you, I'd love to hear about your experience. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one, and your stories inspire me as much as I hope these sessions inspire you. Timelessness isn't about avoiding life's responsibilities, it's about enriching them. When we approach our days with presence, intention, and joy, even the busiest schedules can feel lighter. Let's commit together to finding these moments of timelessness every day, one breath at a time. Thank you for being here today. If you found this session meaningful, consider subscribing to the Dharma Blossom for more guided meditations, reflections, and stories to help you live with greater peace and purpose. Until next time, take care, stay present, and remember, you always have the power to bloom where you are.